Hello everyone, this is Architect Hari from Miriam Classes. Today we are back with another video about how to apply for the NATA examinations online. Actually, we were not in the plan of making this video, but we got many requests from the subscribers asking for how to apply for the NATA examination, how to fill the concern form. Since NATA has brought lot of changes into the examination application procedure, since they have brought many changes into the syllabus and also in the way the examinations are conducted, there are many changes they have brought into the application form itself. So we thought of why not we can make a video on it. So let's get into the video. So first thing is type in the official website of the NATA examination, which is nata.in. So once you get into the website, you will find a multicolored button over here which says NATA 2020 registration. Just click on the button, it will be opening in a new tab. So this is the place where you will be applying for the examination. This is a login portal. If you are already signed up for the examination, you can just type in your mail address and password certificate and just click on login. If you are a new student and you want to apply for the examination fresh, you have to click on the sign up button. So you will be asked with some details. You have to fill in the details, type in your phone number and make sure these phone numbers are in working condition, and also your mail address. I'll tell you why it should be in working condition, because since Council of Architecture has bringing lot of changes into the examination, there may be you can expect some more changes in the future. Those changes and the examination reminder, everything you will be receiving via this phone number and also through your mail address. So make sure you are using a correct email address and then phone number for this application, and then fill in your date of birth, your original date of birth, because it will be cross-checked with your Aadhaar number which you have to give next, date of birth as specified in the Aadhaar card. So and then type in your Aadhaar number. So next you have to type in the password. There is a certain limitations for this password, like the password must be at least 8 characters long and it should not be longer than 13 characters. And also the password must contain one capital letter and a small letter, and also the special characters which they have shown over here. At least one of these characters must be there in the password. So and the main thing is just note down the password somewhere manually in any paper or in any notepad in computer. So just like I'm going to note down my password in my computer. So you can note down the password in the notepad and then save it somewhere, so that in future if you forget also you can just go and look into it. So you have a security question feature. This feature is for so if you are forgetting your password, or if you find anything wrong with the password which is not working while you are logging in, you can change the password using this security question and answer. If you are giving the answer correct, you will be able to change the password. If you are giving the answer wrong, you will not be able to log into your account. So make sure you copy this security answer as well with the password in the manual method or in the notepad in computer. So finally you have to finish this process with the security code which is displayed over right. This is for human verification. So click on sign up. So my registration is done, but there is a one more step you have to do. You have to log into a registered mail address and you have to verify your mail address over there. So log into a Gmail account. So once you are logged into a Gmail account, some of them might not see the mail. Search over here NATA 2020. You will find this mail over here. Click on the mail and then you will find this email in your mail. So it will be looking like this. Here you need to verify your email address by clicking on click here for verifying your email. It will open in a new tab. Now you will be able to log into our application portal. So type in your email ID and password and also the verification code which is displayed over the right side, and click on login. So now you have entered the login portal. There you have to fill some more details about your education, everything which I'll be showing now. So these details we filled prior, but this category we haven't specified yet. So you have to specify the caste category. you should make sure with your parents which caste category you belong. Yeah, all the categories will be generalized or segregated in this four basic categories. Just make sure which category you belong. I'm going to click on OBC. And they're asking whether I'm having any disabilities. I don't have any disabilities. So if you are a person with a disability, click on yes, and I think you might have a card which is issued by government. In that card, these details will be there. So I'm going to click on no, and then fill in your gender, male, female or trans, and then nationality, so which generally Indian students will be applying for this examination, so I'm going to click on India. Next one is fill in the place of residence. This is actually not really important, so like you don't have to worry about the spelling of your address, everything. And then place of residence, whether you belong to a city or a village. So if your home is in rural area, click on rural. If you belong to urban area, click on urban. Now I'm going to click on urban, and then country, India, state, Tamil Nadu. I have fill in your own state, Maharashtra, anything. And then on the city, so since I filled Tamil Nadu, I'll be displayed with all the cities in Tamil Nadu. I'm going to click the first letter of my city and then scroll down to find out. These cities will be arranged on alphabetical order. So after selecting the city, pin code and phone number we are specified before, and then place of examination. This is really important because now you have the option of writing your examination from your home or from the centers allotted by the Council of Architecture. So make sure you are ready to write this examination from your home, or I'm going to write this examination from home. So I'm going to click on I would like to take the NATA test online from the place of residence. So they have given a, so I was given with some information saying that I should have at least these kind of requirements in my home so that I can attend this examination from home. So I'm going to click on yes because I have all the above specified things in my home. And then declaration, so I'm going to declare that I am only responsible for everything. If there is any problem with the examination happening while writing my examination from home, like disconnection of internet or disconnection of power, no, Council of Architecture will not be responsible, only I will be responsible. So I am going to accept this, and then so I'm going to check on this saying that I am okay with that. Next one is select the examination. If you want to write both the examination, click on both, or if you want to write any one of them, test 1 or test 2, just click on any one of them. So I'm going to click on test 1 and then save and continue. So next is I have to fill up the educational details. So the next thing is I need to fill up my educational qualification detail. First one is you have to fill in your 10th standard details, like how much mark you scored in 10th standard, everything you need to fill. First one is board name. I'm going to select Tamil Nadu board since I have studied in Tamil Nadu board. If you are studied in some other state, you have to select the respective board. If you are studying in central government CBSE syllabus, then you have to choose the central government board. So type in the marks you secured in 10th standard, in the obtained mark, and here in total marks, out of how much mark you have written your 10th standard. So I am going to type in 500. So the percentage will be automatically calculated. Here in the roll number section, type in the roll number. If you are not sure about 10th standard roll number, look into your mark sheet, there you may find the roll number, and then the school name, in which school you have studied your 10th standard. You have to type in the entire name of the school. If you are not sure about the spelling of the school name, you can Google and see. And the next one is pin code of the school, in which city your school belongs. So you have to type in the pin code of the school. Those in red asterisk is important, you have to fill it. Those not in the red asterisk is not important. Okay, next one is details of your post 10th, like 12th or diploma. Those details you have to fill in here. Past status, I have passed already, so I'm going to click on passed. And then here same as like before, you have to select your respective board of examination. So here year of passing, and then here your 12th standard roll number. Here you have to type in again the school name from which school you have studied your 12th standard. So now you have to fill up the aggregate marks in physics, chemistry and maths. So in the obtained mark, you have to type in your marks and the total marks out of which you wrote individual subject over here. So fill it up, you'll get the percentage automatically calculated over here. So aggregated mark is total of these 3 subjects. Just add in all the 3 subjects over here and then so aggregate mark is the total of these 3 subjects. You have to add these 3 and then fill up those. I'm going to write, and then here the total marks is out of 600 because we wrote it for 200, so for us it's 600. So our percentage will be automatically calculated. Like now students will be writing it for 100. So out of 100 you have to write all those marks over here. So the percentage will be automatically calculated for all these 4. This is really important. Fill in the correct details. So the next thing is you have to upload your photograph and signature, and the photograph size must be, your passport size photo size must be above 4 KB and below 100 KB. So here is where students will be finding difficulties, because the photograph which you get from your studio will be definitely more than 100 KB. They will be struggling with how to bring down the size. If they bring down the size also, your image will get blurred somehow. So I will show you how to do it online. You have to go to this website reduceimages.com. So you can reduce the size of the image in this website. I will also add this link in the description. You can use it for reducing the size of your photograph for the application. Now I am going to select my passport size photograph and then I am going to reduce the size. Right now if you see here, it is specified 250 KB. So I am going to reduce the quality of the photograph to 70%. So now I am going to resize the photograph. So now also it's 104, it has to be less than 100. So I'm going to give 55. Don't reduce too much because your photograph will be blurred and it won't be looking good. Now it's okay. I have 92.26 KB of photographs. You have to download it in some locations, and also the same procedure for the signature as well. So once you are done reducing the photograph and you are ready for uploading, click on the choose file button and select the photograph you have resized, and then click on the signature and click on save and continue option. So image upload was successful. Click on OK. Next one is your application will be previewed over here. Just make sure everything is right. Check on the information you have provided, make sure it's right, and then next click on save and continue option. So now you have to pay for the examination. So you can choose any portal. It is not must that you have to have ICICI Bank or Axis Bank. They are just payment gateway. Prior that you have to click on the declaration and also click on this ICICI Bank details and click for proceed for payment. The application charge for single examination is 2000. If you are applying for both examination, it will be coming around 3800. So it's displayed over here. Click on OK. So this is the payment gateway. So you can use any mode of payment for the application form. I'm going to use UPI method, Google Pay or Phone Pay, anything you can use. So once you have filled in the details, you will be asked for verification in your mobile paying app. So you have 2 minutes of time. You have to click OK within that. So my transaction is successful. Once you have successfully done your transaction, this page will be coming. Next one is you have to continue to your profile. So now you have completed everything for application. So you just have to prepare for the examination. So I know students are very much confused with the syllabus and the new part, and they are frequently asking me what kind of questions we will be getting in PTQ part. We have full set of books and mock test for the new syllabus of NATA. So if you want, you can register to the NERAM classes and you can get access to all the materials which will be definitely useful for this new syllabus. I hope this video is useful for you. If you want any more videos regarding this examination, you can request in the comment section. So if you find this video useful, kindly subscribe for us and then click on the bell icon so that you won't miss out any video from the channel, and then share this video with the one who is ready to write the NATA examination. It will be definitely useful for them. So let's see you in the next video. Bye.